a nice cup of coffee this morning. Today is a Saturday, and I decided to sit outside because this morning is cool and lovely, and I want to enjoy it. So I have a ton of whips to show you guys. I don't know if you can see all of this. A ton of whips to show you guys. The problem with a lot of whips is that the progress on each item is not super fast. That's okay. Okay, like I said, I'm sitting outside. I have my dogs over here by me because they wouldn't allow me to leave them inside without barking. But it's just such a beautiful day, and you might hear birds or squirrels or the dogs chewing on sticks. Hopefully all the noises won't be too bothersome. Oh, my name's Gabie, if you don't already know. This is Gabie's Knit Goodies. I'm actually doing a, show and tell podcast here as opposed to just a vlog, because I have a little bit of time this Saturday morning, and I feel like it's been a long time since I've formally shown my knitting. So, let us begin. I'll begin with my reknit of my Elizabeth Bennet Linen Tee. I originally knit it in Lindy chain, and it is available for purchase, but only in a small, medium, and a large size. So small, medium is so two sizes, basically. Anyways, the sizing is a little bit flexible because it's supposed to fit kind of wide and loose, but I wanted to make it available for whoever wanted it and have it fit well for everyone. So I expanded the sizes, and that's in the process of test knitting right now. I still need 3X, 4X, 5X test knitters. Yeah. I would even take anything extra large and up for more test knitters. But I decided to knit another one myself, and this is how far I've gotten. If you're curious about this seed stitch hem and why I went with that, it's because everybody does a rib for the hem, and I just wanted something different, and it's still lace flat, and I just think it's kind of a neat texture. So that's why I did that. You start with the hem and you knit up in the round, and I have it on small needles, so it's kind of hard to show. You have short rows in the back to make the back longer, and then a traveling lace pattern. Goodness, this is kind of wrinkly. This has been shoved in a bag. I have a little traveling lace that kind of starts in the front of your hip, and then it travels around to the back. Oh, and I am reknitting this one out of some Berrocco Mantra rustic silk, which is almost cool to the touch, which is kind of neat, but it's not shiny, which I don't really like the shiny silk, at least for a garment that I want for everyday use. I got a great sale at my local yarn store, Untangled Pearls. So anyways, it has such lovely drape, and I really can't show this on these little needles, can I? It's coming along. I'm enjoying it. I've been doing some poolside knitting with it. Okay. I will show you guys the Ghost Horses sweater. I think I might keep that one to last, because I probably have the most to talk about with it, because I don't think I've done an actual podcast where I've shown it yet, and I've finished the body. Okay. I'm going to show you another work in progress here that is also a design in progress. and will be available hopefully sometime this coming year for test knitters. Okay. This is, currently I'm calling it the Simple Textured Cardi. It is knit from the top down seamless. You hold your sleeves on waist yarn, and it is a raglan increase. The thing that I am kind of excited about for this, which I'm sure plenty of other designers have done stuff like this, but I haven't seen it in my personal knitting yet. I have made my button band while I'm knitting the whole garment. So when I'm finished with the garment, I don't have to pick up any stitches, which I don't like to pick up stitches. So I'm really excited about that. And I think it's turning out really cute. And so it's faded. These are 4 yarns from the Tidal Pool Fade Kit from Knitpicks. And it's Hawthorne, which is, I think, 75-25 wool and nylon. This yarn is not silky soft, but I don't find it itchy at all, and it wears really well. I did my Sunset Highway in this brand of yarn, and like I barely have had any pilling, and I've had it for years, and I wear it quite often. So I thought for a cardigan that I would be throwing on and wearing and having, like, you know, my shoulder strap with my purse on and stuff, I want something that I'm comfortable wearing, but at the same time it's not going to look old and used up, you know, in 6 months. So anyways, I can't remember what each one of these is called, but like I said, it's the Knitpicks Tidal Pool Fade Kit, which comes with 7 yarns, and these are 4 of those. I can put that the name of each one, if I can figure it out, below, or at least link the whole Tidal Pool thing. So this one reminds me of a Monet Water Lilies painting up here, and because of this stitch, like, the colors really kind of model together. And then this one's more purple, and then this one has black and teal, I guess, in it. I really like those colors. I think I could do a whole thing with those colors and be very happy. And maybe even bring in some more pops of teal, like with color work. That could be fun. And then this one's like a kettle dyed black. So it's black, but it's it definitely has lights and darks in it. And we'll see how this dappled sunlight works for colors. You can see that, you know, the light spots in it. Because this is not solid black, I think it works quite well. And the color before it definitely has black in it too. So you can see it certainly goes from, you know, 4 colors, but I fade them slightly into each other, and each color works with the one before it. So it's not like a stark contrast. So I have just started ribbing, so I'm going to do a decent amount of ribbing on the bottom so that this black is about the same size as each one of the other ones, and then I will do sleeves. And if I have enough yarn, I would really love to do pockets. I have a vision for these cute pockets in my head that I hope I can get to turn out right, and they would just be kind of afterthought pockets that I would add on to the outside. I hope I can make that work, because anything I put pockets on, I wear more. So, and this is definitely a cardigan knit for me and knit for like my lifestyle, I guess you could say. I get cold inside, and I want something to throw on that's comfortable, that fits, and that doesn't fall off my shoulders, and that's a little oversized. And because this is fingering weight, I will reach for it more. If I have a thick cardigan, I will wear them, but not as much as like this. Like if this was done, I've been wishing this was done a number of times this summer. If this was done, I would probably wear it in the evenings in my house because I'm cold in the evenings in my house. Our downstairs is always colder than our upstairs in the summer. I guess the whole heat rises thing. Anyways, I'm excited about that, and I'm really, really, really hoping I can get it done before too late in the fall. But like I said earlier, I have a lot of whips, so that means that nothing gets finished quickly. All right, the next item on this agenda is another one for the fall, sort of. It's actually for a friend, and it's also a new pattern that I will be requesting test knitters soon for this. Maybe sometime early fall or late summer. Okay, so this is a hat. You know, maybe I should say this for the end so I can try it on. I'll talk about it now and then maybe we'll put it on in the end. So it's a fairly simple hat, or a very simple hat I'd say. And it is knit out of very fun yarn that I got out in Wyoming. And again, I'll put the information below because I'm not sure what it is. It's not dyed, it's undyed wool, and it's very, very squishy. And I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the light and the dark. It's two different shades of the wool twisted together, which makes kind of a cool fabric. And what I have done here, you can wear this two ways. You could wear it as a slouchy hat, like this, and you kind of have a brim that looks a little bit different from the rest of the hat. But the real reason I did the brim like this is because when I fold it, for when it sits nicely right there where I transition, and then when you fold it, your brim actually matches the pattern of the hat. It's not reversed. For some reason, I feel like a genius for that, even though that's silly, isn't it? It's very simple, but I don't know. I saw a hat and the brim, it was like in a TV show, and the brim like matched the rest of the hat. And then I got to thinking about it and I was like, well, if you knit it all the same pattern, when you flip it up, it'll be reversed. It won't be the same. And then I came up with this. And it totally works. And I actually like it both ways. So I would like to keep this for myself, but this is a thank you hat for our friends out in Wyoming, or one of them, who hosted us out there. So I think they will like it a lot. But it's hard to let things go sometimes when you like them. So I'm going to have to knit myself one of these hats. And again, at the end of the podcast here, I will try this on for you guys. Not that my hair is like done up right now, but at least it's not sticking out everywhere. Okay, next item. Okay, I'll show the finished object version, which y'all have seen before, and then what I am working on for myself. So I came up with this pattern as a gift for someone in my family, and I decided to write it down because I really liked it, and now I'm knitting one for myself. But this is the Lydia Bennet Shawl, and it is being test knit now. I have a few test knitters, but I would accept a few more. This one's knit out of cotton, I think wool and yak. That is the like decorative hem, and it has these fun baubles that are, I call them low profile baubles. They're a little different than baubles I've done in the past. Sunlight's kind of being funky. There's the other decorative edging there. You can see the baubles better in this section for some reason at the moment. And a lot of garter in the middle of each row. So it's a triangular shawl. And voila. You can knit it as large as you want. And in my pattern I do state what the the stitch repeat should be here. So if you increase it, you need to increase it by, you know, a certain number of stitches on this edge in order to do that decorative edging, which is probably my favorite part. Although this part's fun to do too. I'm embracing more the simple with pops of excitement rather than all over difficulty. Okay, so it's the Lydia Bennet Shawl, coming out soon, hopefully. I have some wonderful test knitters that are doing a great job helping me improve it. And I have just started working on my own. But this is actually, I'm making it a summer shawl for me, and it's out of linen. I'm really hoping that it softens up. I did not swatch. I don't like to swatch. I will do it when I need to, but for a shawl, I just didn't feel like I needed to. But this yarn is that, again, it's Berrocco, but I don't remember. It's 100% linen, like a worsted weight linen yarn. Anyways, let's see if I can get it up here and kind of stretch it out a little bit. I haven't gotten very far. This is just the very beginning. But if I can wash it and it softens up, which most linen does, then I think it'll be very fun for the summer. Because I actually wear my shawls a good bit. Like every time I go to church, it's cold. And so I wear shawls in the summer. And I don't have a linen one. This is the yarn in the ball here. And it is this nice earthy green tone. Again, I got this one at the amazing sale. I think I showed this on my yarn haul video. Okay, now for the Ghost Horses sweater. This is the last but not least project, and I've gotten on a bit of a stall with it, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm knitting this for Ghost Horses sweater is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter of Boyland Knitworks, whom I love just about all of her patterns. And I heard she's moving to Alaska. She lived in Portland, I think, but she's moving up to Alaska. And I'm knitting this for my daughter, my 10-year-old. She recently started, well, in the spring she started horseback riding lessons and really, really loved it. So, I am using stash yarn, GKG Stash Busting Cow here. I've just been using scraps for like this entire sweater up until recently, but I think I'm gonna rip some stuff out. Anyways, this light color I know is called Dirty Unicorn, but I don't know where it's from. I forget the indie dyer. This pink has some sparkle in it, and I hope you guys can see. I hope you guys can see the horses. In retrospect, I would probably have done this in a higher contrast so that the horses really stood out. Because I know there's horses here, like here's the head and the front foot, the back foot, and the tail. I can totally see it easy, but the contrast is not very high, so it's, yeah, it would be better with higher contrast. But she loves it, so that's good. I ran out of that blue and I couldn't find any more, and so I went to this gray, and that worked fine. And then I ran out of the gray. So we went to the store, and in one of my vlogs, I was going to Joann Fabrics to get some more yarn, and I found this and this. So I was thinking that this one, these are both Patton's sock yarn, 100% wool. That totally goes with this body part. It kind of is a mix of all these colors. And then this one has that bright aqua color in it. So I was like, oh, well, I can use these together and it'll work. However, there's a couple of problems. This is a little bit thicker than the yarn I used in the sweater. And the yarn I used in the sweater doesn't really have brown, and it doesn't have these dark gray spots either. And the green in it, this green is more dull. So, anyways, I finished the body with it. And I don't think that looks too bad, although it's really rolling, so I'm really hoping that I can block that out. And I did color work in the ribbing to try to make it work with the yarn I got. So, yeah, that might be contributing to the rolling. I don't actually know what I was supposed to do for the end ribbing. I didn't look at the pattern. Should have. So if that doesn't block out, I'll have to rip it out and do the hem again. And I started my sleeve with those 2 yarns that I got. But as you can tell, it's a different sweater. I mean, I think it could work and it would be okay, but it just is not quite, doesn't quite go. And that upsets me a little bit. So, something I've been wanting to do that I haven't done yet, I have a sweater that has this color in it, the light color with the little specks of other things, like the greens and the aqua and stuff like that. I have a sweater that has that, and I don't wear it because it doesn't fit quite right. It's a little bit small here, but the sleeves are nice and long, which I love long sleeves. And I designed it and knit it a few years ago. And that has a bunch of this in it. And so I'm thinking I'm going to rip it out, and maybe I'll do like a time lapse so you guys can see me ripping it out. And then I think I could use this with that light color and still give the same feel as this body right here. Wish me luck. Cross my fingers. Because I really want to finish it before the fall. It'll be perfect. Anyways, alright, that's all I have to show you, except for trying on my hat. And it's getting warm out here, and I feel like the noises are increasing. So, hopefully the sound will be okay. Okay, I will try it. There's this little bunny thing on that I might need to take out. Alright, here it is without the brim rolled. So, as you can tell, it's slouchy, and of course it's still on the needles because I haven't done the crown yet. But it would be nice and slouchy and plenty of room, and it feels really good. So I really like it. I might have to order this exact yarn from Wyoming because it's lovely and squishy. Okay, and then we fold our brim, try it on. As you can see, now I am designing this particular one for a man, so I'm at, I had my husband try it on, and I'm almost at the point where I'm going to close it up, or do the crown shaping and close it up, because it would be perfect for me if I had already started the crown shaping right now and was about to close it up. But I want it just a tiny bit bigger for him. As soon as that plane goes by, it's a long one. Okay. So as you can see, the patterns line up. I don't know why that tickles me, but it does. and it would be more of a traditional hat, non-slouchy hat if you fold the brim. So again, I'm thrilled with my little pattern here, and if anyone wants to knit it, let me know, because the pattern writing is almost complete for the hat, and I'm gonna have it in a few different sizes, so you can make it for whoever you want. Okay, I guess I'm gonna leave it on because my hair's probably a giant mess. Even though I have yarn coming off of my head with needles up there, you can't see that. Alright, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and the sun's starting to hit me and messing with my light. So, yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and that you have a wonderful time knitting. Bye. One thing I forgot to say, what I am wearing. It is a design by me that has not been written up or published. I think I might have started writing it up. So if anyone's interested in this, let me know. I haven't written it up at this point in time. But this is not color work, it's actually slip stitches, which I like because it gives, it keeps the stretch in the garment when you have slip stitches. And the way that this works is you have two different types of yarn that really work well together, and then one is just kind of brought forward. I love how this turned out, but I have yet to like truly write it up. But if someone's interested, I will. This one's kind of short and wide, and then the little ribbed sleeves that you pick up and knit, and then it's knit top down. So yeah, just wanted to let you know in case you're curious. Bye.